Alexa, set a timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, starting now.
All right, there goes our timer. What's up, everybody? Good to see your beautiful smiling faces. Yesterday I was feeling like unmotivated, just maybe too much all at once going on, but today, fresh, back to it for another 5-minute Friday. You guys know the deal already. Set a timer, and when it goes off, that's it. One clean shot. So what we're going to be talking about today is the secret that no one tells you about B-roll, and specifically your B-roll segments or your B-roll sequences. You'll find a lot of tutorials online that are like, okay, you need to shoot in 120 frames per second or 60 frames per second, which is good. As low as you can get it, it'll make your footage a lot less shaky, especially if you're kind of going around with your camera. Especially if you're going around with your camera like so, and you got shaky hands, that 120 frames will slow down the shakes to just a little bit. If you're shooting in 60 frames, then you're still gonna probably have a couple of micro shakes, so go slower, and therefore when it cuts down, you're almost kind of at 120 if you slow down the speed that you're going and then cut that in half, and then you guys get the point. Anyways, but what I'm talking about, or what I want to share that I've discovered that I couldn't really find on YouTube and just kind of discovered it by doing these over and over, is once you shoot your nice B-roll, you go around and you really just like, what's the word? Paint the scene, shoot the scene, just go around with your camera, and anything that's interesting, just make sure you capture it. Go slow, pans up, just walk around wherever you're doing, kind of do the ninja walk like so. The ninja walk. I just realized I actually have the kit lens on here. I was wondering why I was getting so much on here. Anyways, once you do that, I better hurry up. Once you do that, when you get into post, make sure you're running a software like Final Cut Pro that is able to scrub through your footage pretty quickly. You're going to slow down the footage. I won't explain how to do that, but just search how to slow down footage in Final Cut, you'll find it. And scrub through to something that was interesting. So say you went to the park and you ended up going by some flowers. Scrub to right there, cut that, and then if you're editing to the beat, if you're using a soundtrack for your B-roll, which you should, kind of, I guess before this is gonna be an interesting 5-minute take. Listen to the track, mark to the beat, and then wherever those marks are on your song, you literally can scrub through on the B-roll clip to, like, say flowers or person walking or whatever, cut that, and then cut it to the next marker for that specific slice. And then kind of scrub through that entire B-roll segment and find just bits that are interesting. And then what you'll have is like a 30-second sequence that's really interesting, because you're kind of making a montage of everything that happened, but it's all in slow-mo. Hopefully that made sense. I know that was a little rough. I'm not putting in any illustrations in this today, but if you want to know more, just leave a comment below and I'll illustrate better. I'm also resetting my iPhone's right now because I was I bought the 16 gig model and I thought I could deal with it, and it's just, oh, well, there goes our timer. So I will catch you guys tomorrow, and hopefully you enjoyed this 5-Minute Friday. If you want to know more about how I do B-roll, let me know, like I said, and I will catch you tomorrow. All right, peace.